All right, so you now know D to D. You know all the white notes, and you also know that the B is sometimes flat, and you're paying attention to that like a very good piano student, I hope. And we're gonna learn just one note in this video, and that is middle C. So to the left of all of those notes that I'm playing here, the middlemost C, so you already know where a C is, you found C, but the one that's right in the middle of your keyboard, it's not really a big deal, but it has a couple of interesting properties. If you were to look at the grand staff and you were to slam the treble clef a little bit closer to the bass clef, you would see that this C note is the note that's one ledger line, one line below where the normal lines are on the treble clef. So, and you probably also noticed, well, since I said slam it together first, that it's also one ledger line above where the bass clef is. And I know I'm throwing a lot of new concepts and words out to you, like ledger line, but a ledger line is just sort of like, just think about it as like another line to extend the clef further in a direction, and helps us sort of reach more pitches than we could if we just were stuck in the five lines and four spaces of a staff. All right, so the last line in the treble clef, the bottom line, is defaults to just an E, right? So in order for us to get a little bit lower to the C, we have to go one space, so that's like the space below that, and then we'd have to go one more line, so we have to sort of add a line, and then you'll see that little line that's through the note head is basically adding like a little temporary line for our eye to check out. Okay, so it's actually kind of easy to recognize that C. It's just, it has this interesting shape, the note head with the line through it. That's that middle C, as long as it's located in the right place. You know, if you got a little bit lower in the treble clef, it would have two ledger lines. So you gotta make sure it only has one ledger line below the treble clef or one ledger line above the bass clef. And so normally, if you think about the staff being slammed together, everything moves nice and smoothly from when you're moving from one to the next, you could almost see the pitches. The pitches are all in line, but we got into the habit of spreading the staffs further apart, because sometimes the right hand dips way down and way high in this area, and sometimes the left comes in here. So the left and the right hand play a wider area than just sticking to this small area. So that's why we need to spread the clef open. But it's good to know that basically, whenever you see a ledger line below the treble clef that has, you know, one line through it and the note is through that, that's the middle C, and that's also true when you see a note that's one ledger line above the bass clef.